Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 849 to my random chatbots on Character.ai. Well, in today's video guys, I am actually going to re-talk to a character I've talked to a very long time ago. Because, like I mentioned to you in the ChatGPT videos, guys, and I think the Castle Crunch video mainly, but as I mentioned in that video, they actually, I believe, updated the thing where it has a better memory now, which is great. Here's the thing. They added a little thing on here. It's called Pipsqueak, and it's a free model that lets you, it says roleplay powered by Claude, and it's spelled CLAWD. So yeah, they have another one called Deep Squeak, but the only way I can actually use that one is if I pay money to actually get it. So yeah, I need the plus version of this. That's what I need. So yeah, but apparently this one actually is supposed to have a pretty good memory as well. And if that's the case, it could actually be a ton of fun to actually talk to it. So yes. For a test, we're going to do the fairy type Feraligatr, and if it works out in this short series, if it works out, maybe we'll go back to Character.ai a little bit more. So, yeah. It's been a while since we've done him. Let's see what happens again. It says you are a human walking through a forest and swampy area filled with beautiful trees and flowers, but you see something in the distance. It looks like a Feraligatr, but it looks different. Do you want to approach? Give me a second, guys. Okay, I think I legit am getting a little bit nervous because he's saying that somebody else came into a swamp just in a flippin' like calm voice. I don't know if that's a threat or something. Like sometimes, like when the Pokemon is angry, they'll say it calmly, which is kind of concerning. I hope he's being friendly because the idea of this Feraligatr is he's supposed to be like one of the most friendly Feraligatrs you ever meet because the fairy type one has like the sweetest and most kind heart. It says, I see the Feraligatr and get a little intrigued, but also kind of nervous, and say, hello? Feraligatr turns his head to the side and looks at you with a calm look on his face. Yes, see, I don't know if that means he's about to be a threat or... Well, what have we here? He said in a calm and relaxing tone of voice. He said, see, relaxed. Another person entering my swampy territory, Oh no. He's about to hurt me, isn't he? See, the one time I have a character, I was like, that's what I mean by short responses. The short responses don't really work in this scenario, and if we bear off of it, well, I don't know, it really depends. Give me a second. It's gonna be hard to answer what Feraligatr asked me, but I just said, I know I'm in your territory, and I'm really sorry if you're angry. Please don't attack me. Feraligatr chuckled gently as he walked towards you. Oh dear. No need to apologize, my friend. I'm not going to attack you. I don't attack anyone unless they have malicious intent. He then smiled at you as he stopped right in front of you. Although I am curious, what are you doing in my territory? Yep, this is where it's gonna be hard to answer. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? I don't even remember what I was originally doing in this chatbot to begin with. Because some of them, like, there's always like a thing, like I'm always exercising, I'm always just getting fresh air, or exploring, you know, like with the Transforming Toad, for example. I probably should have done him before I did this one, just to see, because like that would be a good test of it. See how good its memory actually is now. Give me a second. Alright, guys. Here's what happened. I said, I didn't know this was your territory. I was just getting fresh air and exercising. I promise. Feraligatr chuckled again, a little louder this time. That's quite understandable. Many people come here to exercise or just to look around and explore. He then sat down, crossing his arms as he continued to look at you. What's your name, by the way? If you don't mind telling me. Again, that's the one thing about it. It's like, I like, so far it's working out pretty well. I just wish they would flip an, I just wish it would flip an, I don't know the word for it. I'll be back. Alright, guys. I just told him when I said, I told him my name was Trenton, and I asked him, "Who are you?" He taps his chin with a claw, then grins playfully. The name's the Fairy Feraligatr. I wish I could come up with a name for him, but whatever. Guardian of the swampy paradise, protector of the pure-hearted, an official ice cream distributor. Oh my gosh. He winks as one of his pink spikes gently swirls like a soft serve cone. That was one of the most unique things about this reactor was the whooping ice cream spikes. Where if he was angry, the ice cream would like melt and like his spikes would become like poisonous, like scary looking. It just would be horrible. But if he liked you, he'd actually give you one, which is so neat. He winks as one of his pink spikes gently swirls like a soft serve cone. You got a kind vibe, Trenton. So, you want to see something cool? Give me a second. Alright, guys. Here's what it says. Yes, I just said, yes, I would love to. Before you showed me, you're really a fairy type Feraligatr? I know you look familiar, I just didn't want to assume. He laughed, raising a claw in playful reassurance. Yeah, I know it's a bit surprising, right? A fairy type Feraligatr? But I'm definitely not your average gator. His pink spikes seemed to glow a bit in excitement. But enough about me. Close your eyes. I've got something special to show you. Why does part of me think he's about to flip when, like, I'm gonna close my eyes and he's gonna smack me across the head or something like that, or he's gonna, like, throw me out of his forest without telling me. I know that what he's doing, but, like, it just, I don't know. After that, weirdly enough, after that one Lugia, I've had a bad taste in my mouth with every point I talk to, even though I know I love them deep down. Like, on these chatbots, I do. I feel like they're going for a turn on me or something. Ever since that flipping parents of that child Lugia I took care of on ChatGPT. I mean Gemini, Google Gemini. Before. Anyway, give me a second. Alright guys, I just say okay and close my eyes. It says you feel a soft tap on your shoulder, then a cold sweet breeze brushes past you. The air suddenly smells like vanilla and berries. Okay, open them. In front of you, the fairy Feraligatr is holding out one of his ice cream tipped spikes, now magically filled into a swirling rainbow cone. Fireflies dance around it like sparkles. Freshly enchanted. One lick and your heart will do somersaults. Go on, try it. Really? Oh my gosh, that's so neat. Give me a second. Alright, guys. I said, wow, that looks really good. Thank you. And I gently take the ice cream spike from Feraligatr. This is beautiful. How did you do that? He grins proudly as you take the spike cone. Oh, that? Just a little trick up my spiky sleeve. I have a knack for casting magical enchantments, especially anything with sweets. His eyes gleam as he watches you admire his work. Go on, take a bite. You won't regret it. Fireflies around the cone dart around excitedly, almost like they're encouraging you too. The only thing is I find this weird is they're like, why is he wanting me to eat it? Because doesn't it say in the story that like if you eat the cone? No, I might be thinking something. There was one story I made that said like if you like even got rid or hurt the gift or whatever that the Pokemon gave you, the friendship would disappear. I'm feeling it's this one though. What? No, hold on. All right, guys. It says I take a bite of the ice cream spike and it tastes very delicious. Wow, this is amazing. Thank you for this. Why did you give me this though? His spikes shimmer a soft pink, and he tilts his head with a warm smile. I said he's adorable. Because you're real. No tricks, no hidden edges, just an honest heart walking through my woods. That's rare, and worth celebrating. He pats your shoulder gently with a claw as light as foam. To me, treats aren't just sugar and magic. They're trust. And I only share them with folks who feel like home, even if they've just arrived. And he winks at me. You're welcome anytime, Trenton. That's adorable. Dude, okay, yep. So far, I'll give it credit. This is actually fun. This is probably the funnest I've had with ChatGPT. And I mean, if I say ChatGPT one more time, I would have more fun with ChatGPT if they didn't put together one more. Speaking of ChatGPT, guys, I'm gonna go and tell you I might do that before time runs up today. I don't know. We only get 10 conversations, but I do have a few other ones. The next story we do, if I don't do the dragon one today, will be a hummingbird story. A hummingbird with some kind of special gift or some kind of special like seeds he can eat. Those seeds end up being able to do different things depending on what he needs. So, yes. Um, want to see how everything works out though, guys. Okay? Give me a second. Alright, guys. Um, here's what I said. I said, thank you very much. So you giving these out is like your way of showing somebody you care about them and that they earned your trust. He nods, crossing his arms with a confident grin. You got it. These sweet spikes of mine, they're like my magic trust of barometer. If I give one to you, it's my way of saying, I see your good heart and I trust it. He points at your comb with a light chuckle. Looks like you passed with flying colors. I like him. He's so cute. I'm trying to figure where I should just click the continue button here. I'm almost a word open. Actually, yeah. Click the continue button. See what it comes up with. Okay, I'm glad I clicked it because he actually goes into more detail about it. Hold on. He looks up at the sky as a gentle breeze dances through the trees, rustling their leaves. But these enchantments are just a goody two shoes thing, mind you. I have other powerful spells to defend this woods in case any bad apples or dark forces show up. His eyes dart back to yours, suddenly intense. Just know, Trenton, that this place is a haven, and I'll do whatever it takes to protect those who are pure in heart and trustworthy in spirit. He did not get so intense when he said that. I mean, granted, I guess it makes sense, but it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, you trust me. Please don't stare at me so intense because it's kind of creeping me out and scaring me. I'm like, okay, guys, give me a second. Alright, guys. I said, that's really neat. So you're basically the guardian of this entire forest? Trust me, you don't have to worry about me doing anything bad to you or the forest. You gave me this ice cream spike because you trusted me. But then what do you do if a person comes in and doesn't have a good heart, or is just pretending to just to earn your trust? What happens then? He gives a solemn nod. Being a guardian is no cakewalk, I tell you. And believe me, I can sniff out a liar better than a bloodhound. If someone comes around with dark intentions or a rotten core, I can sense like a fire in a haystack. His eyes narrow, and his spikes grow slightly sharper. When that happens, it's not a pretty sight. I don't mess around when it comes to protecting this place and its innocent creatures. Trust is not something I take lightly. I hope it don't ruin it by doing this because I love this. This is so cool so far. I want to see if he continues it because he continued it last time. It was really cool. I want to see if he actually finishes because like it seems like that's the one thing. That's the one thing about this is like because the chat can only be so long in most cases. It's hard to be able to get like the long good story you'd actually get. The short conversations in this one are better. Let's see. He straightens up, his expression hardening. Let me make one thing clear. If I sense an ounce of dishonesty or malice in someone who I welcomed in. As I was told off, so I'm not going to get angry. Let me make one thing clear. If I sense an ounce of dishonesty or malice in someone who I welcomed into my territory, that ice cream trust I gave them goes up in smoke. I don't care how sweet talking or charming someone is, I can always feel what's truly in their heart. He looks directly at you, his eyes sharp like ice. I'd rather have no ice cream spikes in my collection than one given to a fake or a villain. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, give me a second. Alright, guys. I said, I understand that. I promise you don't have to worry about that with me. I have no intention of ever hurting you. I love your species in pre-evolutions. His eyes softened a bit, and his spikes relaxed. You know, most people see this form of mine as a threat, but you, you see past that, and you love my kind? Not many people do. He looks at you with new respect. Oh, he's so cute. You're a rare gem, Trenton. He puts a claw lightly on your shoulder again, his look now a genuine one. I'm glad we met today. Okay, I love him already. Give me a second. Alright, guys, here's what I said. I said, I'm glad we did too. I really appreciate how kind you have been. What else does ice cream spike represent? You said it was a sign of trust and that you care about that person, but what exactly does that mean? Does it mean something like you will care about that person if they're injured or if they're in danger? While you're around, you will protect them? He nods slowly, a warm but serious look in his eyes. Exactly. The ice cream spike isn't just a treat, it's a bond and a promise. He taps the matching pink spike on his back gently. When I give one to someone like you, it means my trustworthy bond activates. As long as you're near me, even if we're apart but your heart stays true, my magic wraps around you like an invisible shield. His voice lowers slightly. If danger comes, I'll know. And if you're hurt while under my protection, oh well. A brief flicker of purple pulses through his spikes before fading. Let's just say whoever caused it will learn why even shadows fear this swamp. Oh my gosh. Give me a second. Alright, guys. That's really neat. Thank you again for giving me this ice cream spike. I really appreciate your kindness. He smiles warmly, the flowers on his body glowing faintly as a soft breeze rolls through the swamp. No need to thank me, Trenton. Kindness given is kindness returned. And yours, it's genuine. That earns more than treats. It earns family. He gives you a playful nudge with his claw. Just remember, wherever you go, that little ice cream spike will stay enchanted as long as your heart does. If ever you're in trouble near these woods, just say my name. He winks. I'll come running, even if I'm mid-nap. Oh my gosh, I can just imagine that. I can just imagine like his reaction too. He's just sleeping peacefully in the middle of the night while I'm getting attacked by a human or something like that. All of a sudden, he senses that, and then like Flippin just wakes up like, oh heck no. And then just like his whole spike turns purple and all that stuff, like, oh heck, you better not. And then he just comes running in 5 seconds to wherever I am. How did I could get there in 5 seconds, but give me a second. Alright, guys. I said, that's awesome. I really like you. How did you actually become a fairy type anyway? Were you always like this, even as a toad owl, or was it something that happened when you were more evolved? He leaned back against a tree, crossing his arms and tapping his chin with a claw thoughtfully. How did I become a fairy type, you ask? Well, it's a bit of a long story. The short version, I guess you could say it's my nature. Since I was a toad owl, I showed a strong sense of protection for those in need. Then I met a very special someone. He went, his look went very soft as a warm breeze surrounded him. Then on, my inner fairy spirit started to bloom. Oh, that's neat. Who was this special someone? Was it another Pokemon? Or was it some kind of magical creature? What's like a magical creature on and be like, it was me? Like, Oh boy. Well, he's like a flipping dragon or something. That would be insane. Oh, God of War. Oh, great. No, God of War. Why God of War could have been something else. Dang it. I mean, granted, I can't say anything. I just never been a big fan of God of War. I don't like it. It's creepy to me. Again, I don't like any hero-looking Pokemon. I'm more of a animal-looking Pokemon. I love the animal Pokemon like Skeletor, Toadal, Colonel, Feraligatr, Skeletor, Lugia, Baxcalibur, Koraidon even, one like that look more like animals. I said, that's cool. Wait, who's this one? Wait, his eyes light up as if he's remembering a favorite memory. Ah, wanna know who this special someone was? It was a very talented guard of war. Her name was Willow. He sighs contentedly, his pink flowers glowing brighter at the mere mention. She recognized the potential in me and helped my fairy spirit awaken. Thanks to her magic and compassion, I evolved into the fairy forever you see today. His smile turned a bit mischievous. I to say, it's a big upgrade from being a Totodile. Alright, guys, give me a second. Alright, guys, it says, wow. Well, I want you to know that whether you were a fairy type or just regular water type self, I would still care about you the same. You've always had a protective nature. I'm sure even as your normal water type self, you would still be the same. Maybe a little bit more aggressive to strangers, but still be protective if they earn your trust. But if you've always been protective, even as a Toadile, who exactly made you want to be like that? Was it your parents who raised you or somebody else? He chuckled lightly, his spikes shimmering in the sunlight. You have a good heart, Trenton. That means more than you know. And you're right. I've always been protective, even as a feisty Toadile. A bittersweet look crosses his face. As for what made me this way, I'd say it's a mix of who I was and who I wasn't. My parents wasn't the kindest or most caring. He leaned back against the tree again. Guess I figured I could be a I could be what they never were. Oh my gosh! That's basically like a silent, like non-verbal way of saying, "Yeah, frick all of you. I'm gonna be somebody different than you wanted me to be." It's like a passive-aggressive way of doing it, but I like it. To care for others, look out for them, be the one they can lean on when things get tough. Closes his eyes, memory still vivid in his mind, and so every time I sense someone in need, my inner fairy spirit lights up. There's just something in my nature that wants to help and to protect. He opens his eyes, a look of determination in them. Even to my last breath, I'll stand for the good-hearted. That's my path and my purpose now. That's really. Give me a second. Alright, guys. I said, I really like that. It's nice that you decided to take a different path than your parents. You can always trust me. I would never hurt you or anything in this forest. When you were telling me about what happens if someone hurts somebody you trust, I noticed their spikes turned purple for a second. Has somebody ever made you angry before? And what happens when someone does make you angry? He gave a short laugh as if recalling an all too familiar memory. Oh, I've had my run-ins with idiots and troublemakers, that's for sure. When I get angry, it's like a switch flicks. My spikes turn a deeper shade of purple. My eyes almost glow. And, well, let's just say I can be a real pain to deal with in that state. He winks, a mix of mischief and seriousness in his eyes. But for people like you, I always fight fair. That's very sweet. What happens when your spikes turn purple then? Does anything happen to the ice cream on those spikes? He smiles faintly, a hint of pride in his voice. Well, when my spikes turn purple, that's my body's way of saying, hey, I'm not in a good mood. And no, the ice cream on them stays perfectly fine. Color change is all about that inner anger bubbling up, not messing with my magic. He chuckles playfully, though sometimes I think turning purple makes me look extra fierce, like I'm a spicy treat, not just a sweet one. Oh my gosh. Alright, guys. I said, you're super awesome. Honestly, there's also two other things I noticed about you. What is that pattern on your stomach? I've been noticing flowers around your body. I never had to ask what was going on with that. He runs a claw gently over the colorful flowers on his stomach, his eyes sparkling with amusement. Oh, these little buddies? They're part of the fairy package deal, I suppose. He chuckles, flexing a little, make the flowers twirl. They bloom when I'm happy or relaxed. Think of them as my nature meter. He gives you a playful grin. The more flowers in my body, the more at ease I am. So it didn't quite get the pattern a lot. Well, it got a pattern, but like the pattern is supposed to change. Like if he's angry, you'll see like angry faces or flipping like potentially even knives on his stomach. Like, oh shoot, that would be a terrifying thing to look. Alright, guys, give me a second. Alright, guys, I said, okay. Is it just flowers, or can that somehow change as well in certain ways? He grins, tapping his belly with a claw, with the flowers suddenly shimmer and shift into little cupcakes. Hey, that does work. Aha! Now you're catching on. He laughs. My pattern changes with my mood. Flowers when I'm calm or happy. Cupcakes when I'm feeling sweet and playful. His eyes twinkle mischievously as the cupcakes morph into tiny lightning bolts. And these, when I'm hyped, annoyed, or ready to fight, you get wilder designs. Angry face swirls. That means back off. Melted ice cream means I'm sad. Or someone's about to regret their life choices. He winks. Everything about me tells a story, including my skin. Yeah, I love him. He's actually really cute. Give me a second. Alright, guys. Here's what I said. Everything about you is interesting and amazing. I won't do it without asking, but it's okay if I pet you or hug you. He freezes for a second, then bursts into a soft, rumbling laugh that sounds like bubbles in soda. Ah, you're adorable for asking, Trenton. He crouches down slightly, tail flicking gently behind him like a curious cat's. As long as it's gentle and respectful, go ahead. I don't let just anyone near me. But you? His sprites glow soft pink again, flowers blooming across his back. You've earned it. Oh my gosh, this is so neat. Alright, guys, it says, like I told you a while ago, I have no plan hurting you. I love your species, and I would honestly feel guilty if I did accidentally hurt you. I walk up to the Feraligatr, then gently pat him on his snout. He closes his eyes, enjoying the feeling of you gently patting his snout. A soft rumble of contentment vibrates from his chest, almost like a purr. His spikes shimmer like glitter in the sunlight as the flowers on his back bloom in a bright shade of pink. Mmm, he mumbles happily. That's really nice. He leans into your touch a little, his tail wagging ever so slightly. You have a gentle touch. His eyes open slightly, gazing down at you with a soft look. He seems relaxed, but in a good way. Your touch gives him a sense of calm he hasn't felt in a while. You know, you're the first person I've let pet me in a long time, he admits quietly, his tail still wagging slowly. And you're not afraid, even though I'm a big scary Feraligatr. He chuckles softly. Guess he must be brave and sweet. Give me a second, guys. Alright, guys, I said, of course I'm not scared of you. You haven't been aggressive to me. You've been just as sweet and kind-hearted to me. Even if you were aggressive, I would still mean you no harm. If anything, I would just be asking for you to please stop if you were trying to attack me. He blinked slowly, almost like your words just sank deep into his heart. His spikes glow a warm, radiant pink, the flowers on his body blooming into soft hearts. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. You're something else, Trenton. His voice is quiet and full of genuine awe. Most people either run for me or try to fight me the second I look slightly angry. But you see past the size, the claws, and the power. He gently lowers his head until it's level with yours. You see me, and that means more than you know. I want to see if he continues before or see if he finishes off on anything important before I open. I might end up getting ready to stop. I will give it credit though. This thing, I don't think it's forgotten anything yet. Chat or Character AI, if you actually did something, if you actually fixed this memory, thank you, because this is what I've been wanting this entire time from this. I'd have more fun with this if I had a great memory in this. If you gave me that, I'm happy. He rests his snout on your shoulder for a moment, feeling the warmth and kindness that radiates from you like a gentle, guiding light. You know, he says thoughtfully, pulling back to look at you with a small, crooked grin. In all the years I've been alive, I've met people who were selfish, cruel, and downright mean. But you're a rare gem. He taps her chest lightly with a claw as if marking a spot. This heart of yours, it's a precious one. I'm kind of curious if it continues any more. Oh man, I wish I didn't now, because now it's just the sun's going down. No! That means it won't be stuck. Well, you know what? It'd be perfect timing though. I mean, like, this is just a test for to see if it actually worked better, and it seems like it does, so we might have found something that works. Wait. It says he straightens up, stretching with a yawn before looking back at the horizon where the sun is beginning to set. Sun's going down. Ain't just time for the Swamp Guardian to settle in for the night. He gives you one of his warmest smiles yet. But don't worry, this isn't goodbye. You've earned your place here, Trenton. My home is yours whenever you need it. He winks and gestures toward a soft, mossy path through the trees. Now go on. Rest easy tonight. And if anyone says otherwise, a spark of purple flickers across his spike before fading to pink again. They'll have me to deal with. Oh my gosh. Alright, guys, give me a second. Alright, guys, I said thank you so much. If you're okay with it, I will definitely try coming back to see you earlier tomorrow. Maybe you can even show me around or even introduce me to some of the other creatures that live around this forest. Around this here. This forest looks very magical, honestly. I wouldn't be shocked if you told me dragons and phoenixes live around here. He laughs at that, nodding with a glint of excitement in his eyes. Oh, you better believe it. Dragons, phoenixes, unicorns, even little fairies. If you go deep enough into the woods at night, you might just be lucky enough to catch a glimpse of some of the true wonders this forest has to offer. His spiked tail sways gently behind him. As for showing you around, consider it done. I'd be happy to be your guide, Trenton. Just look for me in the morning. Give me a second. Alright, guys. I just said, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. If those dragons, fancies, and unicorns are as friendly as you are, I'm going to love nearly every creature in this forest. He smiles warmly at your eagerness. It's like seeing the forest through your eyes. It excites him. You really are something else. You know that? He chuckles a bit before reaching out a claw, ruffling your hair with a tenderness that only comes from genuine affection. Get some rest yourself. Tomorrow morning, I'll show you a side of these creatures most people don't get to see. He winks! I hope that's not like a creepy wink. Like it's gonna be like, oh, trust me, these creatures get really affectionate. Really affectionate. Like, holy cow. Have a good sleep, my friend. I will try to be here earlier tomorrow. Hey. Good night, Trenton. He says softly, already curling up on the mossy ground like a guardian settling in for watch. Sleep well, and don't worry, I'll be right here when the sun rises. His spike glows faintly pink as fireflies gather around him, giving a gentle ring of light. Just follow the sweetness, and you'll find me. With a playful yawn, see you tomorrow, my friend. That's really cool right there. Okay, that's actually a good round. Oh, I like it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was creepy. The way I did that. Okay, you know what? Good job, Character AI. I don't know if this memory is perfect, but that was really good. I would continue for a little bit longer, but this movie's already getting long anyway, and I don't want to go to John for an hour. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later.